Hey Hunters, it's Steve, and today I'm back with a brand new project. So, right here I have a shaking coffin that I got from Big Lots. It's actually sound activated, so today we're going to be doing a little bit of painting, a little bit of editing, and we're actually going to make this guy motion activated instead of sound activated using a clever little hack that I found online. So I'm going to show you right now. Okay everyone, so today we are going to be converting a sound activated prop to a motion activated prop. So I got this shaking coffin at Big Lots. I think it's really cool. It's gonna look awesome in the graveyard. And I'm gonna use this wireless security system that I got at Harbor Freight, and I used a coupon. So I'm just gonna unbox it and put in all the batteries and then try it out. Now we're going to attach it to the back of our coffin. And I'm going to take a large screw and drill it into the back. I ended up making it too low and I moved it later. And it turns out that the security alarm needs to be touching the coffin to make it trigger. Just being close to it is not loud enough. So when it's touching, then it works. So I'm just going to put a zip tie through the back where the screws are meant to be. And then I'm going to take a zip tie and wrap it around the screw. And then I'm going to use a third zip tie and connect them together like a chain. And it's kind of going to hang off of the screw. And in the video right here, it's a little too low. Like I said, I moved it up higher later. So now we need the alarm to be pressed against the back of the prop to get it to activate. So I'm just going to drill some holes in the corners for some more zip ties. And then I'm going to take a zip tie and I'm going to bend it so that it curves through the corner like that. And I'm just going to make a little loop on each side. And then we're going to make like a large chain of zip ties across the back and just press the alarm against the back of the coffin. And then that way it'll be making contact and the alarm will trigger the prop. And now it's secured, so we can try it out. So the second half of this video is going to be me painting the prop, just because it came with some paint, but it doesn't look very convincing. So I'm going to start off by painting in some of the fake nails that are holding the coffin together. And I'm going to be taking some black and making a wash and then rubbing it off with some paper towel. And I'm just going to be taking a thin paintbrush and painting into the cracks. And occasionally you will see me holding my arm with my other arm just because I don't have a steady hand and I don't want to get paint all outside of the cracks. Now most of my projects are do-it-yourself. However, no hunter can really live without store-bought props. So what I like to do is edit them. So I'll usually make some changes or paint them or just make them my own somehow, so that way it doesn't feel like I'm selling out by buying something someone else made. But there's nothing wrong with that because sometimes other people can make stuff that you can't. And now what I'm doing is taking a thick permanent marker and I'm coloring in the rest of the nails and then just drawing in the cracks and the fake pieces of wood, just because it's a much darker black than the paint actually, and it was a lot easier. And I think it might hold up better. And then I'm going to go back in on the front with the marker just to touch up some of the cracks that I did with paint, only because some of them didn't come out as dark as I had hoped. And then I'm just going to coat the alarm in some black acrylic paint just to hide it a little bit so you won't be able to see it at night. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the motion detector, just because it's white. And I want to hide it on the front of the lawn, so that way it'll activate the prop that's in the middle of the lawn, so I don't want you to see the white motion sensor right by your feet when you walk up to the yard. So we're going to paint it black. And then I'm going in with some light gray paint, and I'm just going to dry brush over the chain, similar to the effect that was already there, but I want more of it, so I'm just going to go in there and do another layer, because a lot of the chain is just black and unpainted. And for the final step, I'm going to be taking some light brown and dry brushing it over the color that was already there, just to give it some more texture and some more depth and variation of color. So here I have a lovingly crafted before and after shot for you. As you can see, there's a lot more depth. It looks a little more like wood, and the chain really pops. I think the gray adds a lot more contrast than just the black alone. And now we're going to see the final prop in action. Hey hunters, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, even hit the notification bell if you're into that kind of thing. If you didn't like the video, don't tell me because it'll hurt my feelings. Okay, thanks and happy haunting.